Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Chrisley knows best. Savannah Chrisley shares future baby plans. Savannah Chrisley recently opened up about her plans for having children in the future. The Chrisley Knows Best star spoke about starting a family on a recent episode of her Unlocked podcast. Keep reading to see what she has to say. Chloe and Savannah Chrisley talk about how many babies they'll have. Chloe Chrisley, Savannah's sister, was recently a guest on her podcast. The 11-year-old and her older sister chatted about when they'd like to start a family and how many kids they'd like to have. Both Chloe and Savannah Chrisley agreed that they wanted children. In fact, they both said they'd like to have 3 kids, and more specifically, they know exactly what order gender they'd like to have as well. Girl, boy, girl, Savannah said, and Chloe agreed. That's what I was gonna do. Then, after thinking about her choice for a few moments, Savannah said that she wanted to change her answer on the birth order. Actually, I would rather have boy, girl, boy, she said. Chloe altered her answer a little bit too. No, I want 2 twin girls and a boy, Chloe told her big sis. Joking, Savannah replied, hate to be specific, but yeah. Savannah's experience has changed her entire outlook. This isn't the first time Savannah Chrisley has opened up about her future plans for children this year. In February, she appeared as a guest on the Adversity Advantage podcast. During their conversation, Savannah admitted that caring for her younger siblings has changed her outlook on things. When her mom and dad, Julie and Todd Chrisley, were sent to prison, Savannah became the guardian of Grayson and Chloe Chrisley. I always used to say I will have however many kids God will allow. That was my viewpoint, she shared on the podcast. I don't know, I think when you're young you think kids are easy, right? No. She continued, stating that after becoming Chloe and Grayson's guardian, she has slowed down her timeline for starting a family of her own. Savannah said, but I always said God meant for me to be a mom. If I don't do anything right with my life, that's going to be the one thing that I do right. Savannah Chrisley said that the entire experience has opened her eyes to how important bringing a child into this world is. The Chrisley Knows Best star concluded, I think, if anything, it's just made me realize that when that time does come for me to have kids, every little decision matters and impacts your child. Savannah Chrisley has always been a fascinating mix of Southern charm and fierce independence, qualities that seem only to strengthen as she moves forward in her career and personal life. With her parents, Todd and Julie Chrisley, facing ongoing challenges, Savannah has taken on more responsibilities in her family and has, along the way, grown even closer to her siblings and extended family. And recently, she's been candid about her thoughts on the future, especially regarding her hopes to one day have children. In classic Savannah style, her take on motherhood is as ambitious and thoughtful as she is, revealing just how much she's evolved over the years. Since her younger years on Chrisley Knows Best, fans have watched Savannah navigate a range of life events with her characteristic mix of wit, strength, and vulnerability. Her journey has often been in the spotlight, whether she was dealing with high-profile relationships, starting new business ventures, or handling the stresses of her family's legal battles. But motherhood is a topic Savannah has taken to heart in a way that goes beyond the surface level. To her, it's not just about having children but creating a future filled with intention, love, and stability. A balancing act of family legacy and personal vision. In interviews, Savannah has shared that her family's challenges have shaped her perspective on what kind of parent she wants to be. She admires her parents' dedication and resilience despite their ups and downs and wants to bring those values into her own family life someday. Still, she's keen on creating her own legacy, one that's unique to her while honoring her family's roots. She's vocal about wanting to raise her future children with a strong sense of independence, encouraging them to think critically and make informed decisions, qualities she's worked hard to develop herself. Interestingly, she's also open about wanting to strike a balance between her Southern upbringing and the progressive outlook she's gained from years in the public eye. Savannah acknowledges that while she respects tradition, she wants her kids to be open-minded and adaptable, qualities that will serve them in an increasingly complex world. A strong support system. Savannah's path to motherhood includes planning for a supportive network. With her brothers, Grayson and Chase, and her niece, Chloe, already such a big part of her life, she often thinks about how these relationships could evolve once she has children of her own. She's expressed that she wants her children to grow up in a tight-knit environment where family truly comes first, just as it has for her. Savannah has always been close to her grandmother, Nanny Faye, and has mentioned how much she's learned from her. She's inspired by her grandmother's humor, resilience, and unbreakable loyalty. These values, she says, are essential to building a solid foundation for her future family. As she envisions her children's lives, she often imagines her grandmother's influence echoing through generations, a reminder that family ties are not just about blood, but about shared wisdom, love, and laughter. A journey toward motherhood, on her own terms. Savannah is realistic about the fact that she may take an unconventional path to motherhood. She has considered adoption and has voiced her openness to alternative methods, acknowledging that every family is unique. Growing up in the Chrisley household has given her a front-row seat to the idea that family isn't one-size-fits-all. It's about the people who show up for you and offer unwavering support. For Savannah, this means keeping an open mind about how she might build her family. She's expressed interest in adoption and has thought deeply about the emotional commitment involved in bringing a child into her life in this way. There are so many kids out there who just want to be loved, she has said. If I can be that person for even one of them, then that's what I want to do. Her openness to adoption isn't just about providing a home for a child, but also about embracing the broader meaning of family. Savannah wants her future children to know that they are deeply loved, no matter how they came into her life, and she's ready to put in the work to make sure they feel secure and valued. Professional goals and future plans. Savannah has been building her career with a focus on creating financial independence. She's spent years developing her beauty brand, Sassy by Savannah, and she's committed to expanding her business in ways that provide a stable future for her family. By putting in the hard work now, she's hoping to give herself the freedom to be an involved, hands-on parent one day. Savannah's vision of motherhood doesn't mean putting her career on hold, however. Instead, she aims to strike a balance that allows her to be a role model for her kids, showing them that it's possible to be both nurturing and ambitious. Her entrepreneurial spirit is something she hopes to pass on, encouraging her children to dream big and work hard to achieve their goals. Being a mom doesn't mean giving up who you are, she shared in a recent interview. It means becoming more of who you are, with a purpose bigger than yourself. In her view, motherhood is not about fitting a particular mold, but about bringing her authentic self to the role, imperfections and all. Faith and parenting with intention. For Savannah, her faith plays a central role in her vision of motherhood. Raised in a Christian household, she's carried those beliefs with her throughout her life, and she intends to instill similar values in her children. However, she's also aware of the importance of allowing them to explore and grow in their own faith journey, without feeling pressured to adhere to any single path. Faith is personal, she said. I want my kids to feel supported in finding their own relationship with God, just as I have. Savannah envisions raising her children with a sense of spiritual grounding, teaching them to be kind, compassionate, and resilient, while also encouraging them to question, explore, and find their own sense of purpose. Savannah's commitment to raising children with a focus on character and empathy speaks to her own journey. Having been in the public eye for most of her life, she knows the impact that a strong moral foundation can have, especially when navigating life's challenges. Her goal is to raise children who are both grounded and open-hearted, able to face life with confidence and compassion.